The European Renaissance occurred during the 15th and 16th century. This was a pivotal time in South Africa as many villagers did not encourage new ways of thinking and doing things. However, the Renaissance was a period of time when individuals from towns and villages had the opportunity to support and welcome new and improved ideas in order to improve their way of life. This involved finding new places in which to trade. The Renaissance was a period of time which encouraged the enhancement of various aspects of life, such as the field of science, religion, and literature. One of the main reasons for the European Renaissance was the need and curiosity for the exploration of the world. Some of the most popular inventions were created during this time, which included the telescope as well as the printing press. The printing press was an important development as people could now print out books, brochures, posters, as well as newspapers. Due to the printing of more books and newspapers, more people began reading, which led to the development of language and literature. More individuals learned how to write and read, and therefore individuals' education of the world around them had developed. Among the first Europeans to come to Africa were the Portuguese. Their main reasons for coming to Africa was to find the sea route in search of the riches of India, to find more sources of food, and to outflank the religion of Islam. The Portuguese had reached Congo in 1482, and in 1488 Bartolomeu Dias came across the southern tip of Africa. 10 years later, Vasco da Gama had entered the east coast prior to heading off to India. Although these discoveries were not very promising, it was the start of the integration of the people of Africa into the new world economy, as well as the dominating of the Europeans over those already living in Africa. The Portuguese had a great influence in West Africa, which was destructive much more than the East Coast. Links were made with the Kingdom of Congo and the Portuguese, which led to the conversion of the king's religion to Christianity. In the 1530s, the trade exits from the coast were now being dominated by the Portuguese, and they had now established trade fairs and fortresses near the Zambezi. This is the place where Africans entered in order to exchange gold and ivory to obtain clothes and beads. However, in 1630, an attempt by Manica and Karanga was made in order to expel the Portuguese. This was unsuccessful. When the defeat ended, he tried to control the trading of ivory and slaves with the Portuguese in the south. In 1631, there was a series of revolts which began on the east coast. In the 1652, the Dutch East India Company ordered Jan van Riebeeck to set up a station at the Cape. This led to a colony of settlements. By 1657, the Dutch East India Company had freed many of their servants so that they could cultivate the land and farm cattle. At the Cape, the Europeans flourished as they had a high birth rate. However, the indigenes suffered smallpox, measles, and influenza, which was brought by the Europeans. The Portuguese had suffered in Mozambique and Angola as they were being ravaged by diseases. During the Renaissance period, a great number of mathematicians as well as scientists were produced. Two of the most important figures which we will be discussing are Galileo Galilei as well as Leonardo da Vinci. Galileo was born in Italy in 1964 and was widely known as a mathematician as well as a scientist. He worked on various experiments which included the rate of speed that an item falls and experiments surrounding pendulums. However, he is widely known for the invention of the telescope, which was built powerfully. Various discoveries were made through the use of the telescope, and he was very much interested in the field of astronomy. He later discovered the four moons in Jupiter, its sunspots, as well as valleys and mountains on the moon. His astounding work on astronomy made him famous, and he was therefore made a court mathematician in Florence, Italy. Galileo was hated by the people of the church as he discovered that at the center of the solar system was the sun. This was contrary to the belief of the people of the church, who were of the opinion that at the center of the solar system was Earth. The church forbade Galileo from relaying his beliefs onto others. The second famous figure who was born in 1452 was Leonardo da Vinci. He was also born in Italy. He is best known for his paintings of the Last Supper as well as the Mona Lisa. He was regarded as a genius as he had various skills in different disciplines such as the military arts, geology, as well as engineering. The abandonment of Mapungubwe led to the benefit of Great Zimbabwe. Great Zimbabwe took control of the trade routes of the Indian Ocean in South Africa. The rulers and people in Great Zimbabwe were paid by any trader who passed this place. Due to this, the region became wealthy. The people who lived in Zimbabwe were very skilled in construction and stonework. Mapungubwe was an important place for trade in Southern Africa. During the height of Mapungubwe's prosperity, other adventurers and explorers were initiating various trade centers and routes. One such an important European explorer was Marco Polo. Marco was born in Italy. His intention was to connect with people from the east in order to establish a trade route so that he could trade for spices. His travels to China became known as the Silk Road. His travels later inspired the European explorers such as Christopher Columbus, who discovered the Caribbean island. During the time that the Renaissance was occurring, Southern Africa was regarded as being the height of its power. Europeans were curious about Africa and wanted to learn more.